Hey everyone, Ignited here. This is a video on the changes to mages for Warlords of Dreanor 6.0.2. Shells removed. All armors have been removed except for your specific spec. For example, if you are fire, you still get molten armor, automatically applied at all times. Deep freeze has been removed from fire and arcane specs. Mana gem has been removed from all specs. Evocation is only for arcane mages now. Alter time has been removed unless picked up in the talents, and the same goes for mirror images. The last thing that has been removed is Fire Blast. If you are fire, you gain Inferno Blast, which is an instant cast like Fire Blast and very similar. Inferno Blast blasts the enemy for 2.1k fire damage and spreads your fire damage effects on the target to up to 3 enemies within 10 yards. Inferno Blast will always deal a critical strike. Another thing that has changed is AoE spells, like Flame Strike and Blizzard. They are now specific spec as well. So if you are fire, you get Flame Strike. Changes number 2, talents. Now, there's been a couple new talents that have been added, like Evanescence, Alter Time, Unstable Magic, Blast Wave, Incanter's Flow, and Mirror Image, and the bottom 3 that we won't talk about in this video. Evanescence is going to be a replacement of POM, which is Presence of Mind. Evanescence is going to be a 45-second cooldown with a 3-second immunity to everything. You cast it at any time with no glow cooldown, and it's awesome. But it will be a replacement of Ice Block. 4.5 minute cooldown and a 10-second immunity to everything. Now me personally, I'm going to stick to Ice Block because with the glyphs that I'll show you in the next segment, you'll see why. Alter Time was a replacement of Temporal Shield. Alter Time does not keep all your procs like it did before. It's really practically worthless. All it does is teleports you back to full health or whatever you used it at. Now, Unstable Magic and Blast Wave are going to be a replacement of the bombs. You will still have Living Bomb. Unstable Magic is going to be okay. It's passive ability, Arcane Blast, Fireball, Frostfire Bolt, and Frostbolt have a 30% chance to explode on impact, dealing an additional 50% damage to the target and to all other enemies within 8 yards. Cool. But Blast Wave, that's where it's at. It's going to be an instant cast, cause an explosion around the target, enemy, or ally, dealing 4.1k fire damage to all enemies within 8 yards, and reducing movement speed by 70% for 4 seconds. A primary enemy target will take 100% increased damage. There's going to be 2 charges to it. With this, it's going to replace your Frost Nova, which is perfectly fine with the amount of damage that this does. Now, you'll see me use it as an execute. It's absolutely amazing and the most OP thing that I've seen so far for mages. Mirror Image. Now that has replaced Invocation. No big deal. Who cares? Mirror Image is worthless. Now, Incanter's Flow, that's where it's going to be at for the level 90 talent. Magical enemy flows through you while in combat, building up to 20% increased damage and then diminishing down to 4% increased damage, cycling every 10 seconds. So you'll almost always have a high percent of damage increase from that. You don't have to do a thing either. It's perfect. Change number 3. Glyphs. Now glyphs, there hasn't been too much changes to them. They're all technically the same. They added 2 new ones like Regenerative Ice and Dragon's Breath. Dragon's Breath will be great to use, increases the damage done by Dragon's Breath by 100%. It's going to be awesome for fire mages, and Regenerative Ice is a very OP glyph. You regenerate 4% of your maximum health every 1 second for the duration of Ice Block. So if you're in there for the 10 seconds, you just regenerated 40% of your health. That's awesome. Great utility. It's probably going to be better than Glyph of Ice Block. Now you cannot use them both at the same time. That would be way too OP. Now, a couple of changes that they did was like for the specific spec. So Deep Freeze, of course, is Frost, Slow, Arcane. You have no use of using it. So pretty much all the changes for glyphs. Very simple. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope I was able to help you out on the changes for mages and Warlords of Dreanor 6.0.2. In the upcoming 3 videos, I will show you how to spec for the proper specific spec of Fire, Frost, and Arcane, and I'll show you the rotation of each one. Be on the lookout for those videos, and thank you so much again.